Just talk about the challenges that the Celtics present having such a balanced scoring attack.
It's not just one guy, so you can't, plan a game plan to stop one guy because you got other guys who can make an impact and coming in and doing things to help that team win.
If you were on defense, how challenging would that be for you?
It'd be challenging, but some way, somehow I'll figure it out.
Do you have a preference coming off the bench or starting? And coming off the bench, have you looked for patterns or anything that you want to explore?
I don't really think about it that much. I play both positions, starting and off the bench. I'm a winner, a ball player, so as long as I'm out there, I'm going to do everything I can to win, regardless if I start the game or finish, and a lot of times I finish the game. So, it's not really about how the game starts off, but you want to be in the end of the game to finish the game. And, Brad, his coaching staff, trusts me enough to do that.
Marcus, Ty Lue said after Game 2, the Celtics have shown that they don't play well on the road.
Say it again?
He said the Celtics have shown that they don't play well on the road. What's your reaction to that?
We haven't played well. We know that. We understand that. We understand other teams see that, and we're going to try to exploit it. But, it's the beauty about this game. Just take one game. You never know. Things change. Our confidence is high. Who knows? So we're going to go in with a game plan and try to execute it to the best of our ability.
How different does it feel now going on the road as opposed to before that first game that you guys played in Milwaukee, where Brad just talked about it? He said you guys seemed a little shell-shocked in that situation.
Yeah, we were. We took a punch in the mouth early. Those guys came out and they surprised us a little bit. We can't afford to be surprised this time around, and we understand that. We're just trying to make it as hard as we can on those guys for them to win the game and for us to execute whatever game plan Brad has for us.
Marcus, do you ever get asked around the league by opponents what it's like to play for Coach Stevens? I ask because a lot of times other guys unsolicited credit his coaching,
I've heard it before, and rightfully so that they have. He's a great coach, he's a crafty coach. Some of the plays he draws up, you kind of look at him like, I don't really know if that's going to work. And you go out and do it, and you're like, you know what? Sorry I ever doubted you. It's just one of those things, when we have a coach like that, it's fun to play for, and you're going to go and give everything you have.
Is it nice knowing that LeBron gave one of his best punches and that you guys are still able to come back and win? How does it help your confidence going to Cleveland?
Tremendously. That's a game changer in itself. LeBron came out, did everything he could, and to his guys, they see that and they still came up short. That's a feeling of going back home. It kind of puts you in a mood that you don't want to be in. When we got a lot of momentum, and we're just going to try to use it and ride it.
Usually, it's said that the others play better at home. You expect that kind of challenge?
We definitely do. It's been proven that those other guys play better at home. It's just a comfort thing. Everybody's comfortable in front of their home crowd. They get that energy, that extra little burst to keep going. So, we're expected for them to come out and play very well. We have to bring our own energy, and that's what we're playing on.
What do you guys need to do to take it up a different level than what you have done so far on the road in the postseason?
We've got to be the one to hit first. Going to somebody else's house, you can't allow them to get a hold of you first. It's going to be hard for us. So, we got to come out and make it as hard as possible and punch them in first.
Marcus, is it nice knowing that you're the guy that sticks up for this team, that knowing that these guys aren't going to be pushing around that you're there?
That's just how I was raised. That's how I've been my whole life. We have other guys that'll do the same. And that's just what made this team so great and so special. Everybody has each other's back, and it's hard to be the team when doesn't make it like that.
Marcus, do you ever get a kick out of, do you listen to what Marcus Morris says to other guys on the court, like his exchange with Tristan Thompson, and do you get a kick out of that?
Sometimes, it's funny, the passion that he plays with, and a lot of guys, you want that from your guys. I'll take that any day over a guy playing and giving everything he has, leaving it all on the court than, somebody just out there trying to be, a pretty boy, a Cinderella, whatever you're going to call it, prima donna, just chilling. I want somebody that's going to go to war for me just like I'm going to go to war for them.
You talked a little bit the other day about how Jalen does a lot of talking out on the court. How is he kind of develop from how he was last year to this year, being able to talk and kind of back it up?
You said it. He's able to back it up. If you can back it up, you can talk as much crap as you want.
What types of things does he say?
It's just things just from, you can't guard me, to the flex and the poses, to calling people little when he posts them up and things like that. you know, when a guy's doing that and he's backing it up, you know, it kind of gets into your head, like, you know what, I don't really know if I can guard this guy. And, you know, that's a mental thing, part of the game that, you know, a lot of great players understand. You know, the mental game is just as much important as the physical.
Coach doesn't put too much emphasis on foul trouble. Do you?
No.
Play with fouls?
No, you know, you got to be able to play with them. You know, that's when the professionals will come in. You know, you got to be able to read when to make plays and back it off. You know, you got to really be concerned about that and really just look at it. And you know, that's why we have other guys to help make sure nobody gets in foul trouble.
Thanks, man.
Thank you guys.
Stay